My name is McCray. I'm a grad student here at Sacred Heart University, and I'm also on the women's basketball team here as well. When I think about Black History Month, I think about the challenges that African American people had to go through, and then to kind of celebrate what we've gone through and have gotten to at this point in life. I think about all the great things that we've done as a culture, as a people. I think about just celebrating us as people, because I feel like a lot of times we think about negative things when it comes to Black people, and I think that's not always the best case scenarios. So I think it's a great time for people around the world to celebrate the Black history and the culture that we bring to the world. As a student athlete, Black history affects me because I am a Black American female. So I feel like that holds a lot of standards for me to rise to the occasion as a female, just in general, because I feel like the world looks down on us. And then on top of being a Black female, I feel like I have to do more and work harder to get to where I want to in life. On the court, off the court, I have to prove that I'm dedicated and I'm able to do everything another man or a white man can do, or someone who's Spanish or Asian. So I feel like it's just about representing the best way I know how as a Black female, especially as a student athlete. We're held to a higher standard on and off the court. For me, I feel like there's so many people that embody Black History Month, but if I had to choose someone, I would choose the sports broadcaster Jamil Hill. I think she always stands on her word as being a Black female, being someone who works in an industry, a male-dominated industry, and using her power and her platform to push for Black people, to push for Black women to get in the sports world. She's always talking about women empowerment, being Black and being proud of your skin, and I think she kind of embodies that challenge of going through struggle, but also coming out of it on top and using it into the best of her capability. For me, I think it would have to be a lot of protesting over the past couple of years. I think that's just it's a great way to know that other people who are not just African American are with us in this fight. The fight that's happening all the time pretty much, and it's been going on for years, but it makes me feel like seeing it on social media, it makes me feel comfortable as a Black female that other races, other people are sticking with me and my people to fight this struggle that we've been going through for years. So just seeing that people have our backs and that we're not alone in the fight. I plan on celebrating Black History Month by just keeping myself aware about people before me and what they've done to get me to where I am in my place in life. Celebrating people who have done different things like creations, books, poems, sports broadcasters, people who've just made their mark on the world over the past years, young, older, making sure I post things on social media so that everyone sees it and that they can learn and be aware of these people, because not everyone's aware of everybody. I mean, I even missed a few key people in history, but just keep myself educated on my history as a Black woman. As a student athlete, I have not in college been affected by any microaggressions toward me because of my race. Earlier in my career playing basketball, I was in Tennessee for a tournament, and my teammates and I were going to a mall, and there were these white men outside in their truck, and they kind of like just flipped us off and told us to go home. And I was young, and I kind of understood it back then, but it didn't hit me as hard as it would today, as I'm older now. But just being in an unknown area, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just there being who I am, and I was kind of looked at, oh, go home, we don't want you, type of thing, and it made me uncomfortable. And we ended up just went shopping. Nothing really affected me, but I know it happens all over the world, and just to go through that as a young kid was kind of a little stressful. I kind of just brushed it off, but not in college. I feel like Sacred Heart is very welcoming. We haven't had any issues thus far that I've had to deal with, and if small things do come up, as a team and my coaching staff, they address it and we get to the bottom of it and figure it out.